Good morning, Trojans, and thank you for tuning in to the Live and 5 show, where we have been living live for 10 years. This is Tetzlaff, California. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Novely. Facebook created a new emoticon called Feeling Fat that has started an uprising between global local groups.
This morning is a little bit cooler than usual. What does that mean for the rest of the day? We'll find out about that in a second.
Yesterday, the Pelicans played against the Spurs to get into the playoffs. I'll tell you the scores and all about it coming up next.
North Korea has imprisoned 2 secret agents who were undercover for South Korea's intelligence service.
A college professor creates a cup that allows astronauts to drink coffee in space.
We have those stories and a lot more on the other side of the break. Stick around.
We're back, Trojans.
It's time for the Tetzlaff play-by-play. Just before spring break, 8th grade students went to LAX to catch a plane to Washington, D.C. While they were in D.C., they saw President Washington's house, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the Holocaust Museum, the Museum of Natural History, the American History Museum, and many other amazing sights. The best part for most of the students was the Broadway show in New York.
It's your time to shine. The 9th annual Red Carpet Media Festival is just ahead, and the deadline is even closer. Students can enter video projects and photographs for competition. Winners get a day off of school to go to Hollywood and visit KTLA, walk Hollywood Boulevard, and be treated to a free lunch in LA. The competition is open to all Tetzlaff students. Entries are judged by a KTLA reporter who will be at the ceremony to award the winners. All those who enter will receive a Hollywood star that will be displayed on the sidewalk at the festival in May. Go to room 205 or the Red Carpet Media Festival website for more info. With just 3 weeks remaining, please submit your entry soon in that time. Your trip to Hollywood is on the way.
Tetzlaff will be hosting Science Olympics next Saturday. Students have been working hard practicing for the past few weeks during lunchtime to prepare for the big event. If you signed up for an event but not have attended practice yet, see the windows outside of Ms. Tomas and Ms. Kyra's room. Some teams still have room for students while other teams are full. Students not present at practice will not be on the team the day of the Olympics.
For the next homeroom competition, continue collecting box tops until Thursday, April 30th. Thank you to all of the homerooms who have participated.
Get ready because SBAC testing is almost here. Three weeks from now, please remember to use your own earbuds or headphones. When testing begins around the last week of April, earbuds are provided for students without them.
All right, Trojans, for Thursday's Action Reaction segment, Kalea's got music.
Hey Trojans, Kalea back here with another hit song called The Nights by Avicii. Let's check it out.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
know Tim Bergling, better known as the stage name Avicii, is a Swedish EDM DJ, remixer, and a country and electro house record producer. We'll see you back here next week with another hit song.
Thank you, Kalea. That's it for the play-by-play at Tetzlaff.
Check out our Facebook page at Live in 5 Show to follow up on our stories.
We'll be right back after the break.
That song annoys me. North Korea imprisoned 2 secret agents who were undercover for South Korea's intelligence service in March. Because of terrorism and carrying a large amount of fake money, the 2 men, Kim Cook-ki and Choi Chun-kil, were arrested. South Korea's National Intelligence Service doubted the statement and explained how it isn't true. A National Intelligence Service spokesperson announced, quote, "We don't have any information that members of NIS, National Intelligence Service, were arrested in North Korea," end quote.
You might have seen a controversial emoticon leave Facebook as fast as it went up. Last month, Facebook created a new emoticon called Feeling Fat. A group named Endangered Bodies didn't like it. Endangered Bodies is a global, local, persuasive group. They called a campaign called Fat is Not a Feeling. They set this campaign on a website, charge.org, to get more people to agree with their choice. They received over 16,000 signatures, forcing Facebook to take it down. Time now to check in with Arnell on today's entertainment report. Good morning, Arnell.
Good morning, Caleb. Elysium Part 1 is based on the final book of the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth that fans of the Hunger Games will enjoy. Part 1 of the final book is going to be an epic finale to the trilogy. The main trilogy is based on 2 main characters, Beatrice Pryor and Toby Seaton, that goes to the outside world beyond the fence of the factions. This movie ventures into theaters March 18th, 2016. Let's see what's going on in the world of weather. Good morning, Sammy.
Seem pretty cool. Alright, now it's time for the weather. In our area, it's going to be 80 degrees, a little hot. As we move more east, it's going to get cooler here in Minnesota, as well as Colorado. And as we move more east, it's going to get hotter with Dallas, Texas being 80, St. Louis being 70. And then it's going to get a little cooler as we move northeast, and New York being 61. And as we move more south, Orlando and Miami being the hot points with 85 and 86. Alright, now it's time for rain. We're going to be getting some rain really all over the nation, except the west, with Georgia and a little bit of Florida getting some rain, as well as Mississippi and Louisiana, and all throughout the Midwest as well. Alright, now it's time for allergies. So allergies this week are not that bad. Medium high all throughout the week. It's getting higher, lower, higher, then staying the same. Alright, now it's time for earthquakes. In the world, there was over 75 earthquakes. The biggest one was 5.6 in a desolated island in Indonesia, and in Southern California there was over 6 earthquakes, the biggest one a 2.5 in Inglewood, California. Alright, now it's time for the 5-day forecast. So the 5-day forecast is pretty cool all throughout the week with some 80s and some high 70s. All the 80s, some sunny weather, Sunday, Monday being in the 70s, we'll be getting some cloudy weather. Alright, make sure to send in pics at pics@lion5show.com and any birthdays at birthdays@lion5show.com. I will be sure to air them on the show. Alright, now it's time to toss it to the pool with Avery. Good morning, Avery.
Good morning, Sadie. Today we have Vani with us. Good morning, Vani.
Good morning, Avery.
Will you please read this week's poll for us?
Should students be able to pick their own teachers for classes?
Here's what our viewers said. Yes, because students will be able to pick a teacher they can understand better. Another viewer said no, because then the students will pick the easy teachers. We want to hear from you. Be sure to visit us online at live5show to vote. Send your comments to #live5poll or email us at live5show.com. And if it's good, we'll read it on the air. So, Bonnie, what do you think?
I think no, because they might not pick the teachers that could help them.
Good answer. Now it's time for Sports with Christian in the Live and 5 locker room.
Thank you, Avery. So yesterday the Pelicans played against the Spurs. If Pelicans win, then they won, then they will secure the spot in the 8th seed. Tony Parker scored 23 with 6 assists and Boris Diaw scoring 20. For the Pelicans, Anthony Davis, the man of the game, with 31 points and 13 rebounds, made a couple of clutch shots at the end of the game. Pelicans clinched the 8th seed 103-108. In other sporting news, on Sunday, Russell Westbrook had an outstanding performance against the Indiana Pacers. He finished with a career-high 54 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Westbrook has been playing amazing since All-Star Weekend. He is a running candidate for MVP and is averaging 27.9 points per game. He was also averaging 8.6 assists per game and 7.2 rebounds per game. That wraps it up for sports. Time now to check out your daily 411.
Thank you, Kirsten. Today's 411 question is, what are the marine crustaceans that attach themselves to the bottom of shrimps? Seashells, barnacles, mussels, or sea snails? Take 5. The correct answer are barnacles. A barnacle is a type of arthropod.
If there isn't any gravity, how do astronauts drink their coffee? In space, astronauts use a specific and special kind of cup that makes it possible. Mark Wislett, the professor who invented the space coffee cup, said a prototype could be an astronaut's best friend. This invention allows astronauts to sip in outer space versus sucking the coffee up. It was designed specifically to sip on espresso or other warm drinks in low-gravity environments. With this development, astronauts can enjoy their coffee in space the same way they do on Earth. That wraps up the Day 11-5. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't forget it's Spirit Day tomorrow, so wear your apparel. Have a great day, everybody.